Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Antigraviator, which is a kind of a clone of the Wipeout games, if you're familiar with them, or F-Zero would be another example. Kind of a high-speed um, anti-gravity vehicles. This game just came out recently on consoles. Not sure about PC. I'd like this one down here. Starting ones. I guess it's alright. This is the first look. I haven't played or watched anything on this game, but I am a fan of the Wipeout games, so when I seen it, I figured I'd give it a shot. Hopefully it's got more buttons than just throttle and steering. Some air braking would be nice.
Get ready. 3, 2, 1, go.
It's gonna take me a little while to get used to having to kind of see things really quickly. It didn't really teach me any. I don't know what these pickups are yet. It didn't teach me. Oh, that's how you change camera. Look behind. That's brake. Okay, so they appear to be like picking them up, and then you can boost after a little while. What is going on? Trap warning. I haven't seen guns, and yet I just got shot in the ass by something. Oh no, I'm stuck on the wall right at the end too. Did I just turn around with the shit? There appears to be no health, which I guess is kind of nice. So then I don't know. I guess just being shot is just to slow you down. Wipeout games, you could actually blow up after a while, taking too much damage. But they also had more than just this one thing I keep seeming to get hit by. Oh, apparently you can die. I didn't see a health anywhere. I'm gonna need to learn how to use barrel roll, push your opponent into the side of the rails, or to avoid other obstacles. That's all nice and handy, but you didn't tell me how to use it.
Get ready. 3, 2, 1, go.
Nope, it's not how it. You can't. In Wipeout, it was just like you knock the left thumbstick left and right really quick and you barrel roll. That is not how you do it in this. So I did not know how to do it, and I quite nailed that rock. This is like kind of reminds me of like the Phantom Menace, except for this tunnel part, but the rocks and the sand. Oh, there's like a little jump there to the left. I'll have to try to get that on the third lap. Oh, this tunnel's disoriented. I think it was on the left after this tunnel, maybe? Yeah, there it is.
First place.
So far, pretty easy. I didn't see a difficulty setting. Maybe I missed that.
Get ready. 3, 2, 1, go.
I don't know. See, I was able to boost without even picking up any of those during the last level, so I don't know what they do. Okay, there's how you barrel roll. Oh, it's just like move the left or the right thumbstick in any direction. Barrel rolls. Doesn't seem to actually help me like move off the walls though. I think it's just for pushing enemy players. Or maybe avoiding these giant cubes that are floating around. I don't know. I don't know if that worked or not. I think you might just have to flat out avoid the cubes. Wanted to see if I could do like a kind of loopy loop, but that didn't work. They put ledges right in the center, but it does allow you to kind of pass people there without hitting them. As you can ride the wall. You cannot do a full loop on them. It'd be nice to know why I'm being shot and how I shoot back.
Place. Get ready. 3, 2, 1, go.
So far, the biggest thing I'd say that's missing from this game is air brakes. And maybe I need to visit the menu and make sure that they don't exist. And I just can't find the buttons for it. Because like the tutorials that pop up on the screen have told me the features exist, but not even how to implement the features. I'm getting shot by a frickin' spacecraft. Maybe there isn't a way to actually shoot. Maybe it's just environmental traps that I've been running into. But then, if that's the case, I wonder how to avoid them. I'm not really seeing them happen. Oh, I didn't even notice the HUD kind of on the tail end of the vehicle there. It tells me the position. It was so well blended into the vehicle, I didn't even notice it. Tells me my position. There's some sort of dot things here. And what's the 7 out of 8? No idea what the 7 out of 8 is. Partly too, the reason I didn't notice it is because I'm looking way off in the distance to try to stay ahead of the track. Now there's only one little dot. That must be my boosts or the dots, but I have no idea. Yeah, definitely the boosts or the dots. No idea what the 4 out of 8 is though. Is that my health? Like I can only take 3 more major hits. Nope, just went down on its own. Wonder where health is then. I've seen a few ships have been eliminated. I don't know if this game has speed classes either. Like Wipeout starts you off and like I think the max you can go in the first speed class is only like maybe 200, 250 kilometers per hour. This one, like I'm already sitting around 500, so. Well, I mean, actually, I don't know. I can't remember what the speed classes start off. Maybe they did start off at 500, and I know they eventually go up to over 1,000. I guess I beat all that? Not why it's... Before it would just give me the next race. You finished in 0 positions. You have won some weird symbol thing. Can't change my ship yet. Of course, the one that I want to use has like a crap hull strength. Alright, let's see what we got in the options here. So, let's see. I did finish all those, so then can I... Well, there's extended, regular, and extended. What does the... Okay, so there's prize money. And there's a whole bunch of different leagues. Looks like there's actually a decent amount of tracks. Maybe. I'm trying to see how many are repeats. There's 2 pures here. One might just be like reverse because the picture's different. Or maybe that's just single pure, single death race. Okay, so I think that's the type of race. Interesting. Didn't really notice much difference between the races. I think death race means that if you die, you're out because I noticed that when we did the first 3 tracks, some of the others had deaths, but they were like they had like 3 deaths. But in the death race, like on stage 4, it was telling me that racers were being eliminated. So, I think that's what the death race means. I don't know what this countdown single or pure is. Probably start to notice as I play a little bit longer.
Get ready. 3, 2, 1, go.
So yeah, the barrel roll does really shove them. I mean, that might be how I got turned completely around that one race. Maybe one of them shoved me. Because that yellow car, I pretty much knocked him 180. Oh, it's hard to get off the wall once you're going. This cube stuck to me. Graphically, it's pretty nice. One thing I would say is I'm not too sure how I feel about the kind of boost animation. It's more disorienting and like almost unimmersive every time you boost, and like because you can stack up these boosts, you know, that's kind of an effect that you see a lot. So I guess you'd get used to it, but not sure it's quite the effect that I would have chosen. Especially when the game uses it so much. Frame rate keeps up pretty well too. I haven't really noticed any. Maybe, you know, a quick split-second drop here and there, but for the most part, I'd say consistent 60. That could change depending on courses too. This is an indie game. Quite a beautiful indie game at that, but you know, each course might have kind of different frame rate capability. Maybe it's his first vehicle, but I don't know. It seems like it's pretty hard to blow up. Still don't know where my health is though.
Get ready. 3, 2, 1, go.
Music's not bad either, but kind of one of the things that Wipeout does well is the music is well incorporated into their tracks with the lights and everything. Probably a lot of work goes into getting that done, but it is a really good feature. And also talking, you know, a really big budget difference Wipeout between Wipeout and this. I have no idea what that's saying right now. All I hear is track, then no idea what the second word is. That better not have been last lap. No. Okay, we're good. Saying track available? Track unavailable? Unavailable? I have no idea what that's saying. Trap? Trap available? How do I use said trap? Okay. I hear ya. I just I don't know how to use it. Okay, so that must have been a death race. How to use the traps? No idea. Figured it out though at some point. Which is interesting because they can use. So if that's the case, then the bots can use traps all the time, and I can only use traps on death races. Which I guess is alright. Unless I still haven't figured out the button for it, but don't think that's the case. Well, it just told me that someone was eliminated this time. I do kind of like what they did with the HUD to put it on the back of the car like that. Because it pretty much means that like I don't have to take my eyes off the center of the screen ever. Oh, it's been a while since I hit a wall. Disappointing. It really, I kind of want to test just how much damage the ship can take. I don't see health bar anywhere. Any indication of how much damage I have taken, but I've gone through some of these artillery strikes and I'm nailed by them, and I don't notice any changes in my HUD anywhere. So, I don't know, maybe I would if I was using that, the ship that I do want, that has the really low HUD strength, or hull strength, sorry. Still don't know what this of 8 is about. Maybe that's... Maybe we're doing an elimination match. Yeah, okay, there. That's what it is. So there's still two... Potentially me and one other, or me and two others. Still racing. But I don't know how to shoot, so... I won't be eliminating him. He'll just have to do it himself. I've pressed every button now. Tried every direction on the right thumbstick. The combination of buttons. No. This could take a while, but I swear I pressed every button. I don't know how to shoot. There's a possibility I need to be within a certain distance to him to do it, I guess. I don't actually even see... I guess... Oh, I don't know. I guess that was just a lot of laps for that one.
Get ready.
This is a nice looking map.
1, go.
It's only 3 racers this time. Like the glass parts. That felt a little weird though. Oh, what the? There's no floor there. The jump there feels a little strange. Doesn't quite look right. Hey, I made it that time. Ah, shit. I started you back off at like full speed though.
Second place.
Falling off the track twice didn't help, but I think it's like a championship though, so I still won first place overall. The loading screens could use some noise. It kind of just goes completely silent for those. See if I got anything in the hangar yet. That would be no. Unless I have to like, not enough credits. Okay, so we're 50,000. 150,000, I got 24,000. Alright, so novice, rookie, that's done. Amateur. I didn't really notice a speed increase between the leagues, so don't know. Other than the traps are located on specific spots along the track and are indicated by a timeline. I don't know if it's going to get really increasingly harder as far as kind of like your own driving goes. Obviously, the computer players will get better, but I don't think there's going to be much for speed changes, speed classes. Doesn't seem that way yet, anyways. This is another one where I have traps available. Should have looked in the main menu to see if I could figure out how to even do them. Okay, so the blue markers on that the map up there, the straight line, I think indicate when a trap is coming up. So I think you can only activate them then. I just don't know what button. Maybe I did it there. I do look all weird shiny like. I think that was just invincibility that I activated. Maybe not. I don't know. I didn't really expect there to be kind of a tricky mechanic to shooting, so I didn't think I would need the tutorial. But at this point, it's looking like the tutorial wouldn't be too bad of an idea. Tried to shove him off the ledge, didn't work. Couldn't catch up to him quick enough. Oh, you're trapped. Okay, so maybe I was doing something right. I pressed B whenever it said trap available. You do have to have a certain amount of boost, I think, to use the trap though. I don't think you just press B whenever, like, when he does say that, you can press B, but I think when you're coming up to the marker, you need a certain amount of boost stored up. Alright, this time I went up. Oh shit, I knocked myself off the ledge. This better be playable. Okay, I think we're alright. We got too bloodlusty. Fourth. That was a bad race on my part. So you can react to traps in time. But I don't, kind of doesn't, even in that video though, it doesn't show. Why are my frames up right now?
Get ready. 3, 2, 1, go.
Why is there frames on my screen? It's a bit bizarre. Well, I guess you can see for yourself how it's running now. How did that get turned on? If it's just turned on for this mode or something? I don't know. Or has it been on the whole time and I just haven't noticed? I think I would have noticed though that before, probably. I don't see anywhere that tells you how many laps are left. But it's kind of, going at almost 600 kilometers per hour. It's kind of hard to look around your entire screen. How many still left? 4? I think I was up to about 670 kilometers there. It's kind of hard to see though. This blue guy's gaining on me. Hey, just me and the other guy now. I haven't tried right yet. Since he slowed me down, figured I would. I still have no idea why the frames are all of a sudden on the screen. They must have been on there the whole time, because I don't see any reason why that last race required them.
Get ready.
Or maybe not, because they're not there right now.
1, go.
I have no idea. Thoroughly confused. The thing with these games, though, with the Wipeout games and with this F-Zero, all of them, eyes burn so bad halfway through a race. So you're hardly blinking the whole time. You're pretty much just staring until you see a straightaway. Then you get like 6 blinks in at a time. Oh, okay, I see. So that one was that we had to hit checkpoints within a certain amount of time, or you get eliminated, I'm guessing.
Get ready. 3, 2, 1, go.
The tracks are really nicely designed, for sure, graphically and functionally. Especially, I really like the glass effect that they're using. Oh. Did not like where I landed. I wonder, maybe you can only use traps if you're not in first place? Like, if that's the case, they should have thrown that in their description of traps. Because like it said that you have to activate them when your opponent's in the right spot. And the reason why it kind of makes me think that you can't be in first place is because you can't really know your other than using the linear line there. You can't really know where your opponent is. Did it again. Well, actually, I don't know how many laps are left. Otherwise, I was going to let this guy pass me and find out if my theory is right. Kind of sounds like he's catching up anyways, so he might not give me a choice but to find out. Well, that was the first 3 leagues. Overall, is it worth it? It's 25 bucks right now. If you've played the crap out of the Wipeout Omega collection and at this point are just looking for a fix of this genre, then it's worth it. Some things that they could add to make it better would be some air brakes, and it's entirely possible that I haven't found these things for myself yet, but I haven't noticed them. Air brakes would be nice. It's kind of really all I'd say, I guess, about it. It's the biggest flaw is that there's no air brakes, and also the boost animation is kind of unimmersive. Some positive things about it is, graphically it looks really nice. The music is fitting for the most part. Overall, 7.5 out of 10. Kind of a first look of it. Obviously, getting further into it, playing more of it, could be better. Thanks for watching.